So I find many students and young people are aimless and indecisive, particularly with finding out what their life calling should be in terms of a career, terms of a job, what they should be doing, what kinds of things they should be pursuing, whether or not they should go to college, what types of things might go well with their personalities, things that they might be good at. And some people know that. Some people know that they want to be a doctor from the time that they're young, or that they know that they have certain aspirations for things, and that's great. But a lot of people feel stuck or unsure of themselves in terms of what they want to do. And then they feel like that if they change their mind, that they're betraying a childhood dream, maybe, or that they have given up, or that they will never find something that's the exact right fit for them. And there is some wisdom in acknowledging that there is no perfect fit or perfect job or career or calling that matches with someone 100%, or that you just get to do whatever you want. That being said, there's an underutilized and underappreciated resource that is available to most people, most students, somewhere in their lives, but is kind of awkward, or they're afraid to approach it. And that is simply asking, not just parents, and I'd actually recommend beyond parents for this, but interviewing other people on their careers. Young people should be asking adults that they respect and that they see as being successful and that they see as doing a job well, or that they're curious about, and sit down and talk to them about it. And this can be an awkward thing, I think, for teenagers or young people to initiate. So it's helpful for adults to kind of speak to those things and kind of draw out the questions a little bit to teach younger people, when I started this job, and speak honestly to them about, and then allow them the forum to ask those questions. But young people, or parents of young people, ought to be proactive about talking to some adults. Parents, that's fine, but maybe someone beyond the immediate family about their careers. They should come up with a list of maybe 5 to 10 questions, basic questions that are not yes or no questions, that about a particular person's career, job, calling, whatever the case may be, and learn something about that. And whether they take on that career or not, there's no pre-commitment. Take on a career. You want to sit down with someone and just, the goal is simply to know what it is that they find in their job that makes them keep doing it, what it is that they find in their job that makes it satisfying, what it is they find in their job that makes it difficult. And the simple goal is to learn about that, because in that adult experience being passed down to younger people, then those younger people, whether they decide to take on that particular career or not, now have a framework of the types of things for which they should be looking in a career, and hopefully the types of attitudes that they should be emulating. And also, they may learn things that they don't want to do. But it would be interesting just to sit down with someone, doesn't matter what their career is, as long as they have done it over time, they do it well. And it would be wise, if someone's really always complaining about how much they hate their job, it may have some value to discuss it with that person. But to hit someone who has a range of talking about the difficulties of their job in a real and honest and maybe even humorous way, but also talks about what it is about their job that makes them keep doing it. And then to learn from that. So young people ought to be sitting down with, I'd recommend 5 adults outside of their parents and immediate family unit. It could be a grandparent, aunt, uncle, maybe someone like that, or just someone who's a family friend that's trusted and respected, and sit down and learn about that type of job. You want to learn what it's like to be a firefighter. You want to learn what it's like to be a barber. You want to learn what it's like to be a dentist. Do you want to learn what it's like to be a garbage collector? I mean, what are the hours? What are the difficulties? What are the benefits? What are the challenges? Why do you maybe choose a job that's not exactly what you'd like to be doing and getting paid for? What are your priorities in terms of maybe family life, maybe expectation for the future? Did you go to college or did you not? What caused you to make those decisions? Did you always picture yourself in this career? Did you change your mind? Have you had a major career change? Do you intend on doing this for the rest of your life? You know, these are important and relevant questions that students and teenagers and young people discuss, sometimes with guidance counselors, sometimes with teachers, and that's great. And I've had those discussions and been very beneficial, hopefully, and I hope to communicate that. But just talking with people of an older generation or just older people and gaining that experiential knowledge and wisdom that just comes with age and someone doing what you have not yet done in terms of life and career. And you take it with a grain of salt and you learn from it and you seek to emulate it where it's right and helpful, but you don't take everything and you make a judgment call there. But this is a greatly underutilized resource in talking to, if you don't know what you want to do, talking to adults, not people who are their same age or your same age, who also either do or know what they want to do or think they know what they want to do or don't know what they want to do, and have this collective apathetic indifference or anxiety about the future. Talk to someone outside your demographic age group. And that's one of the things that, frankly, the public schooling has locked us into is people only spending time with people who are their age and not learning from the older group or the younger group or whatever the case may be. There's not a lot of interplay between the generations, and that's one of the challenges of everybody hanging out with someone their own age. But I'd recommend very highly interview several people, say 5, interview 5 people outside of your immediate family if you're not sure about what you want to do for a job, career, or what your calling in life is. And just go with the goal to be curious about what it is they do and to learn what it is you should be looking for in a job and career, or what you should be encouraging maybe someone who's in that position in your life to be doing as well.